What's going on, everybody? Lead Farmer 73 here in Hood Tech Institute. Thank you for coming by tonight. It's a late one, but my guts won't let me sleep. Hey, Trina's Journey, Sunday Backyard Farmer, what's going on? I just want Game Nerd Mom, what is everybody doing woke? Everybody else is on a diet too? um, this eating right stuff got me woke. What's going on, Alpha Hoss? Hey, New City Gardener. Hey, Cindy's World. Good to see y'all in here. Game Nerd Mom said, my nap was too long, now I'm up. Look, between the green tea and hey, Robert Johnson, between the green tea and the lettuce, hey, Cheryl Faulkner, I feel like going to ride a bike. I ain't gonna lie to you. I literally feel like going for a ride somewhere. Hey, Divine Order. So yeah, Trina's Journey said it's only 9 in California, where it's coming around. It's 12 o'clock here, so it's tomorrow here. So oh right, I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. Who just said that? Wait a minute. Happy birthday, EA. Oh, it ain't your birthday. You said that's your birthday. Okay, got you. I wanted to give a shout out to, oh man, I don't have the email. I'm gonna make sure I do it tomorrow though. So I can do it good. It's okay, Divine Order. I ain't gonna send you out the room. You as bad as I butcher people's names sometimes. I'm in here, number one, because it's hard for me to sleep on this new power trip I got, this energy. And the other reason is I figure since I'm woke, I don't want to wake her up. I don't want to mess with her because she got stuff to do in the morning. So all I'm going to do is sit there with my phone in my face and the light and the noise and earplugs. No, I ain't going to do that. So I said, I might as well just go open up the other channel. It's been a while. Here's the deal. Do you guys have, it would figure I'll run out of juice right now. That's how it's supposed to go though, right? That's how it's supposed to work. Run out of energy, run out of juice, right when you're trying to do something. Any other time I would have been fine. Hey, CC Marie. How you doing tonight? Does anybody have like a shop? I know Sunday Backyard Farmer has a shop. A shop, some sort of garage, a shed, a place that's cold that you want to heat up for cheap. Trina's Journey say, I'm whole food, plant-based, and always have energy. Okay. Divine Order, man, I'm in trouble. God forbid that happens right now. I got some supplies so far. I don't know what you're talking about, Divine Order. Maybe I missed something. Oh, no, you fine. You fine. Don't worry about it. CC Marie, I'm well. We have no snow up here in upstate New York. We just had a tornado warning. A tornado whipped through here somewhere. And I spent my day taking my tent down because I didn't want to compromise my tent. Now, we've been through some storms, but I was like, that's enough of it sitting out here getting wet. Time for me to reel it in. Cindy's World say I put my AC in my studio, but did not do heat. I wish I had. Okay. I might have some information for you. Hey, Sifting Some Soil. Hey, Grammy's Journal. Hey, Reba Patterson. Say, thrilled to see me up chatting. I was going to go on my other channel, but I was like, let me go ahead. I got so much stuff to talk about on this channel. I keep saying we going to come on this channel, and it's complicated. Said tornado. Yes, there was a tornado ripped through here today. From South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia. From what they were saying, in the storm was like it was trying to pull my house up off the base. Sunday Backyard Farmer said, I've been looking at those heaters. Brother, I got something for you. Say, Divine Order, I don't have a generator so far. Working on getting a few needed for deep freezer, Frigidaire, household. Got foods and stuff, security methods. Okay, got you. You know what, Sunday? My brother. I forget my brother's name, this on my other channel, Boss Hall. Me and Boss Hall was going back and forth the other day, and I was hoping he would be in here. I've been doing research for about 2 months, really by right since last summer, but I didn't really care until just recently. And I keep running into people with these diesel heaters. Now, I'm from the north. I'm from Ohio. So he's the one with the setup in his van. Right. And I'm so close to Detroit. Anybody from Toledo, Game Nerd Mom know. We basically live in Detroit. Toledo, Ohio, and Detroit, Michigan, literally is on a line. So, like, Game Nerd Mom is from the same neighborhood that I'm from. For her to go grocery shopping, most of Game Nerd Mom's shopping. Okay, Sifting Some Soil, you from Toledo too? So you understand what I'm saying. Toledo is Detroit, Michigan. So if you want to go shopping, almost anywhere you go, you have to cross the Michigan line. I literally worked. And if you are in Toledo, Ohio, you also know that you pay 2 sets of taxes. If you work in Michigan over the Michigan line, you're going to pay a Michigan tax and you're going to pay an Ohio tax. On your check, you got Ohio taxes coming out and Michigan taxes coming out. True story. That's how close to Detroit, Michigan we are. Flint, Detroit, all of that. That's how close we are. Lancaster. It's been so long, I could come up with all of them, but that's how crazy. So with that, how close we are Detroit, Michigan. Put it like this. It only take us about 35 minutes to get to the heart of Detroit, downtown Detroit, okay? From where I live. From Detroit, Ypsilanti, from Detroit to Canada, going over the Ambassador Bridge, what is it, y'all? Without traffic, what? 20 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that, to get from downtown Detroit to over the Ambassador Bridge, you in Canada. So we spent a lot of time in Canada, and y'all don't want to believe this, but a lot of us Northerners, before 9/11, we went across to Canada like you just going to Walmart. It was nothing. The border patrol was cool, just, it was 10 or 15 minutes, right? It was not going to Canada to me was no different than I'm about to go pick up a shovel from the hardware store. what do you get to vote in both jurisdictions? I don't even know. I don't even want to go that far, but that's just how it was. So, um, in Canada, everybody got these diesel heaters, and they always had them. And I never knew what they was for. When I used to drive trucks, I used to drive mm, from Toledo, Ohio. I used to do about 4 trips a night because I was local. From Toledo, Ohio to, y'all tell me what part, oh my God, I can't even remember what part of Canada that is no more. Where I used to have to drop my load, drop and hook. Anyway, I seen these diesel heaters in all of the GM factories, Chrysler factories, Ford factories. I seen them all in there, and I never knew. I knew they was some kind of heater. Never cared. None of my business, right? Well, I seen them so much in my life. It's like anything you see in your life, you see it so much you don't even pay no attention or care. Never knew. Never knew. Say, yep, I heard about the travel over to Canada back in the days before. Yeah, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was no big. Windsor. Thank you, Jay Thompson. We used to drop and hook in Windsor. Right, because that's right over the Ambassador Bridge. We used to drop and hook. I used to take a load to Windsor, bring a load back. You know, back and forth 4 times a night, me and my partner. We used to follow each other. Anyway, that's another story. Hey, Can. These diesel heaters are the truth. Sifting some soil, say I like going through the tunnel. I ain't big on tunnels, but I get what you're saying. So here's the deal. I got one. I bought all in one diesel heater. I also have some diesel heaters that you put in your van, you like Boss Hog got, that you kind of got to assemble and mount onto something. But I'm telling you, I thought it was a fluke. I haven't done it yet, but everything I watch on these diesel heaters is blowing my mind. You got people heating up damn near whole houses with this one little heater because it sip fuels, just like a semi truck. They sip fuel so slow and efficiently that this thing will literally, and I just watched a video today. This guy timed it, calculated it, and everything, and he broke it all the way down to his diesel heater, the one I have right here, took 1 liter of diesel fuel for 7 hours. 1 liter of fuel. I'm gonna show you what that looked like. Just put it in your head. You know what 1 liter gonna look like physically, but take a 2-liter bottle of pop and cut it in half. This is about, here's 1 liter right here. Let me, and I show the logo. I don't know what to do these days. This is 1 liter of fuel right here. Right, that's a couple of Coke bottles, right? 1 liter of fuel for 7 hours. Now, I just purchased some diesel fuel. Matter of fact, let me show you something because I'm proud of this. I'm so proud of this because I did something that I never did before. Every time you think you did it all, something come up and tell you you ain't did nothing. I literally bought my own personal, for the first time in my life, 50 years, I have never purchased diesel fuel for anything that I have personally. This was the first diesel fuel that I purchased for my own personal use ever in my life. I bought a can and everything. You don't have to buy the can, but I know how I do my gas cans. I'll be done put this diesel fuel in something else. So I made sure I bought the yellow can. So this was the first time in my life I ever bought diesel fuel for me. I used to buy it for my semi trucks. Never bought diesel fuel for me. So this is special to me, y'all. I just want you to know that this is special to me because I'm like, I just bought some diesel fuel for me. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you this heater, and frankly, thank you, Queen BG. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Now they got some new feature that they were talking about. Highlight saves. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Hold on, y'all. I don't know how to do that. They got a new feature here that'll let you highlight people's stuff for I don't know how to do it yet. That's my sump pump. That's that storm rain going. Let me see. Give me a tick, because I really want to do this. I guess I can't do it. It said we can, but I can't do it unless y'all know how to do it. I ain't gonna mess with it. I be done mess it up. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. So 1 liter of fuel for 7 hours. He sat there. I watched the whole video. The video was long, but I couldn't take my eyes off of it. So I'm just gonna show you what it looked like. Lead Man, I needed this late night live. I needed it too, Mad Cow. I really did. Now, here's the other thing. All I did was open the box, look inside, and I haven't done anything. I just closed the flaps back up, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. I'm so excited about this. When I'm excited about something, it's hard for me to. Now, certain things that I have to show, and be like, yeah, this is a good product. But when it's me, I done went off and picked something like, this is what I want. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put you on another camera stand so you can see. There we go. So I'm gonna basically do, can y'all see that okay? I'm gonna basically do an unboxing of this thing. Okay. This is as far as I got. Man, what happened? Wait a minute. What the heck is going on? Hold on, y'all. I need to see what's going on here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, we good. So this is new to me too. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out the box for the first time, and we all gonna see this together. That's the front vent hole, I think. Here's all the brackets that you connect the hoses with if you're gonna use them. Sunday, backyard farmer, you should get a kick out of that. That's a little baby muffler. Ain't that crazy? Was it pricey? No, that's the thing. They're about $100. That's the part. They run anywhere around. It depends on how many kilowatts you want. If you want the 5 kilowatt, I think the 5 kilowatt is somewhere around that 100 mark. And it go up from there. This is the 8 kilowatt, and I think this cost me like $120. Now I'm gonna tell you what made me buy this. But number one, things is weird. Of course, we know that. What's up, J3GS Farm? But number two, I bought it because I'm curious, and people been using this for years. They tried and true and tested. And I need as many ways to heat up my home as I possibly can. So I needed to try this out myself. So I'm thinking I could go heat my tiny house that y'all see I don't be out there because it's cold. And then I could put my rabbits back in there. Okay. Here's an intake hose. Here's an intake hose to bring air in. This is the hose to shoot air out. I don't know if this go in here. So you can aim that wherever you want to aim it at or something. Don't give me, this ain't my forte, y'all. I'm doing research on it. Manual. No, this is not sponsored. This is the power wire. You can hook this to your solar generator. Now I'm gonna need like a 12 volt. This is 12 volts. So you can wrap those cables right around a battery if you got like a car battery or something. So it also come with a fuse. That's what they said. I haven't seen it yet. That looks like a filter for the intake. Yep. So bear with me because I'm new at this too. That's an intake air filter. It didn't feel like it works. And this is your exhaust that hooks on the end of this muffler. Now, you can also use, I see people use them at their hunting camps and in their hot tents too. And I watched this guy in so much snow. Look at that. That's this is for Sunday Backyard Farm. Put that on your RC car. Look at that. Ain't that crazy? So right here, I can see one small flaw that I can see right off the bat, which is the way this muffler goes on here. Even if you put on one of these clamps, it's not going to tighten it, because this metal is pliable, but it's still kind of thick. It's not going to tighten it. So what I plan to do, where did you purchase it? I got the link right down below, Norm Biz. Oh, I left out the reason why I purchased it. Because they used to be $60. They were $60 last year, and now they're up to $100 and $120. So I was like, before this thing end up with everything going on, before this thing end up being $400, I'm gonna get in right now and grab me one. Even if I don't use it, I better grab one. Say weld it on if possible. It's too thin for be weld messing around with that. I wouldn't do that. I got a better solution. I'm gonna cut it right here, about halfway down. I'm gonna cut it right there, halfway. And then what that's going to do is allow this to flex. And when they're now 159, 179. Are you sure you're looking at the right one? Because I can show you my receipt. I just bought this thing. Wow. No. Yeah, it ain't no special link because I'm not affiliated with for this. This ain't an affiliation. This is just I bought this. So before the price was gonna go up, because if I'm watching all these videos, they was like the Canadians like, yeah, you can go and grab this for like 50 bucks US, not Canadian. You can go get this for 60 bucks US, not Canadian. I've seen a billion videos with this, right? And then I see a lot of Americans talking about some, yeah, you can get this around, 60, 70 bucks. I'm like, maybe the Canadians wasn't saying the price is right or something. But no, now I had looked on it and it was Sunday Backyard Pharmacy. When we clicked on the link, it says 169, 179. Now I bought this around Christmas and it's just now getting here. Wow. But ain't that what happens though? Every time we sleep, how old was the video when they said that? What? Oh, that's a good question, Thunder. A year, like a year. All the videos, because the Canadians use these like nothing. This is normal stuff to them. But the American videos are even more recent, even as recent as a month ago, few weeks ago. Those are the ones saying like 80, 90. Now I purchased it for 100. Like 100, I purchased it for 120. And that was steep to me because I'm like, where's these prices that all these people is talking about? With all the stuff going on, I was like, I'm gonna charge that to the game because I see people ain't being able to heat their homes. That's why I've been talking about heat so much. People can't heat their homes. And this snow and this weather got us in a pickle to the point I don't want to take no chances. I can't tell y'all what to do. I just don't want to take no chances. I got a family here and my entire family is depending on me. And this is they know something to raise the price for us because you want to know something else? Think about this. Use as a motorcycle exhaust tape for I'm gonna try this my way first, and then I'm gonna use the tape. I don't like taping nothing. That stuff never lasts worth a damn. Um, Somebody else put a comment on my video early this morning. First comment I read on my other channel, and it said something like, "What you done went commercialized or something now. Every other video is some sort of product that you selling. I ain't selling nobody nothing. I'm showing you, and I am blessed to have the opportunity to show people, for my people, what we can do too. I ain't sold nobody nothing, number one. Let's get that straight. This whole channel is this channel here is solely based around I have been blessed to obtain objects that we want that we don't know nothing about. So if you interested in something and you go buy it, right? You go buy it. And this ain't nothing what you thought it was going to be, and ain't too many people did videos on it, or you couldn't ask them questions. Next thing you know, you stuck with a product, especially like solar generators, $1,000, $1,200, and it's a piece of junk, and nobody showed you nothing about it. They didn't tell you what they like about it, what they don't like about it. Now, here's the funny part about that. People keep on coming up with and saying that stuff to me about oh, all you do is products. Let me tell you something about that too. It's funny that they call me out for showing my people products, but they don't got nothing to say when them other folks show their folks products. They don't tear into them. They say, hey, where's that discount code? I ain't never seen folks so angry to save money, or or just don't buy it. If you don't need it, you don't want it, don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no salesman. I ain't selling no cars to you and saying, come on, get behind the dash, get behind the wheel, come on, kick a few tires. That ain't my job. But it's funny. We'll say, we need to help our people. We need to help our people. The power chair first said, once you go buy it, the VEVOR prices go up. That's everything. It ain't just VEVOR, that's everything. Oh, I'm not minding them. I just want to get my point across real quick that when other people do it, they ain't got nothing to say. But when I'm trying to help my folks, it's like, you damn if you do and you damn if you don't. You ridiculed if you don't try to help folks, and you ridicule when you do try to help folks. People gonna always find the worst in you no matter what you do. If you're a content creator, remember what I said. No matter what you do, people gonna find any and everything. Even if they can't find nothing, they'll make something up. Trust and believe that. I've been there, done that. I'm sure y'all been watching me long enough to see it happen to me. If they can't find nothing on you, oh, they'll smooth make something up, okay? So anyway, back to action. Say because of my salad prep video today, I saw today, yep, I'm going to do that. Let me tell you something. This salad got me woke right now. I am not a late. I fall asleep early. I don't stay up late. Hey, Callie Homestead with Pooh Bear. I'm not a late chatter. I'll be asleep by now, and you see I'm wide awake. Said those people are loudmouth. Yeah, well, I look at it like this. It's so many content creators on YouTube. They could just go somewhere else and just see what they want to see. That's all. I don't see why that would make you mad. That's like, to me, it's like this. Like if you gave a homeless person a couple of dollars, right? And then another man said, got mad at that dude for giving him money. Don't give no money to that bum. But at the same time, that same dude will argue with him like, man, you don't do nothing for the cause. You don't do nothing for the people. That drives me nuts, man. Listen to me when I tell you about this so-called woke generation crap. I hate it. I hate it because it's so misconstrued and confused. People are confused with what's right and what's wrong. All I said, just do what's right. That's all. Stop going with all these stereotypical ways of helping the cause. Just be a good person. Back to action. That's enough of that. Here's my little Sunday backyard farmer. This little Sunday right here, little Sunday backyard farmer muffler. So I'm gonna cut that slit in here so that way when I put that bracket on there and tighten it up, those two pieces will do like this and tighten around this pipe a little more. If anything, I will use a little of that tape on the inside before I put that bracket. A little bit of tape on the inside here, then slip it over here, then put it on. I mean, around the muffler. Yeah, that's an Audi. Okay. And then tighten it up so I don't have no seal leaks. I'll probably have to do that on this side too that attaches to the machine. I don't want no leaks. Want to hear something crazy? I like the smell of diesel fuel. I don't know if that's an old trucker in me or what. Thank you, Norm Biz. All right, let's get the mother load out. It ain't much to it. There's nothing to it. And it's light as a feather. Can't even believe this. Light as a feather. Oh, I'm so glad to see this. And it got a remote. This is the vent that the air come out. The air blows out of here, where this tube goes right here. So you can aim this or bring it in the house, or this whole thing goes in the house. But you can aim that wherever you want to. Take that off. It got a little remote so you can control the heat and the power from a distance. You got your own little remote. It's nothing to the doggone thing. This is where we hook up our wires at. They're hooked to the battery. And this is where the fuel goes. That's it. So, again, I don't know much about it. I don't know much, but I know I love you. That can be all I need to know. All right, let me see. You know I'm tripping now, man. I need to take my butt to bed. Oh, let me show you something else. Let me show you something else. Anxious to see how it works. You know what? I know folks ain't gonna want to sit in here and watch this because this is the kind of crazy stuff I do. But I'm gonna leave this video going. I don't like Aaron Neville. You know that? Don't like him. My mom used to be like, what? Why don't you like him? I never liked him. As a kid, I don't know, something about him. Something about one of these days we're going to find out he's an axe murderer or something. It's something about Aaron Neville I don't care for. I don't like that singing. I don't like none of it. I like the song. Wish he didn't sing it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, y'all, if you hear, that's great. This ain't no advertisement or nothing. I got a new toy and I'm excited. So what I'm going to do, I don't like Aaron Neville. I ain't going to say I don't know the man. I got my popcorn popper over here too. You know, it's late night. People been tripping. Let me take off my, what people is now dubbing my Darth Vader house coat. My mama got me that house coat. Everybody keeps saying, man, where you get it? Man, my mama got me that house coat. I don't know. I got on my pajamas, y'all, so excuse me. I got some holes in these pants, so if y'all see something fall out, please holler at me. Let me know something. All right. You know, I got those pajamas on. I got these pajamas is the equivalent of ladies. You know what I'm talking about. That at that time, you know what kind of drawers you be having. Them ones, you know, they ain't cute, they ain't sexy, they are mandatory. So these are those kind of pajamas where, you know, my rest of my pajamas in the dryer. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Do I got any? Yeah, that house coat. You know what? Look at me. Look, I want to show you something. See that sweat? That's that salad. I've been burning up for 3 days straight. That's why I got to keep changing my pajamas. Listen, I wake up in a pool of sweat. I go to bed, sweat all night, wake up in a pool of sweat, change my clothes, sweat all day. And the smells that's coming out of my orifices and armpits and creases and dark sides it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I guess those are the toxins coming out of my body or whatever. But doggone. So here's the two pieces that I'm going to kind of rig this up in a minute. Can y'all see that okay? Yeah, that sugar detox. This ain't just no diet. This ain't none of that cliche crap. This is, man, just cutting sugar all the way out. I'm not even using salad dressing. I made my own vinaigrette out of the vinegar that I made and olive oil. I'm not even eating. I don't want no sugar. None. And it's my back is sweating. I don't know if y'all can see that. But that's what I need. Sweat this mess off of me. Sweat the meat off. You ever smoke a ham? That's kind of what this feel like. I feel like a smoked ham. It is what it is. Burning off fat meat and fat back, and that's what's happening. I smell like a ham too. Vinegar, lemon juice, olive oil. Um, I haven't been using too much lemon juice because the reason why I use the lemon juice in my green tea. So here you go. Got one wire hooked up. This is my hot wire. I want to see this work. Oh, brother, I just ate hot tamales. Oh, yeah, I can't mess with that. Cece said, I showed my mom that salad video. I need to learn how to make the ACV. I got a video. Go to my vinegar playlist. And I got us doing it live all together. And then I got a couple of just straight instructional videos, me just doing it. When I tell you, you will never, ever. Let me show you something. Doggone it. I told you we're going to be here. So hold on. I got one thing to show you. Let me show you this. I took my old mother's bottle from the mother's vinegar, and it was empty, and I've been holding on to it so I don't have to open this whole big old jar of my own vinegar. So I poured all of the vinegar from that video in this jar. So now I can just use this. But I made this. We all made this here in the Greenhouse Lounge. That's that mother down at the bottom right there. You see how different it look now after what it's been, y'all? Almost like a year almost? Definitely over 6 months. We made this like in the spring. No, we made this, I started last winter. So this been going on a year. The color changes and it really tastes good. You can eat it when it's first done, use it when it's first done. But this ain't no joke. That's right, Divine Order. It's been about a year. This ain't no joke. I'm telling you right now, I will never buy that brand of vinegar ever again. And I got the mother too. I don't need to buy that ever again. So let me put this off to the side. All right. So yeah, just go to my playlist and check out the vinegar videos on Lead Farmer 73, and that'll hook you up. Okay, so I'm gonna hook up the negative cable. I just want to see the thing light up. Have y'all noticed something? I ain't looked at nan instruction. It's a nice bottle for the ACV. Well, it came with, I mean, the mother's vinegar came with that bottle. I just didn't throw it out because I knew I was going to put mine in it. I did the same thing for my olive oil. I keep my olive oil bottles. Okay, we got our negative cable hooked up. Now for this. I'm trying to think if I got I think I got a small battery. Let me go see real quick if y'all want to hang on. It's going to take me 1 second. All I got to do is open this door and check and see. I know I got a big battery. I want to see if I got a smaller battery. Because I don't have a plug for that to go in. I don't know. But I know. Okay, y'all. I'm not even gonna chance it. I'm not gonna chance it. I just went and grabbed one of my extra backup batteries. I don't know if this thing is charged now. It should be fully charged, but I don't even remember the last time I charged it. Now let's see if it held a charge at all. You see, I'm doing the hood. I ain't got no wire strippers on me. I'm not going through all of that. Doing the hood style. I'm just exposing the wires, y'all. You know, all mechanics got that one tool that they was born with. Them front teeth. Them front teeth. Hey, New Orleans Garden, what you doing woke? I'm clowning. All mechanics got that one tooth that they need, that one tool that they was born with, them teeth. They can strip the bark off a tree. New Orleans Gardener in the house. That was negative. I just want to see the dang on thing light up. Because I'm excited. I'm going to have this running tomorrow. I'm going to do a video on this tomorrow. Let me see. It's good to see y'all in here. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that can't sleep. That's what I'm glad. Say wire up a whole car stereo. I've done it. Been in the trunk of my car, laying on my back, looking up at the back. Hey, back in the day, I didn't know about no wire strippers. I did know about them. I knew I couldn't afford none. I had my wire strippers. It was either my teeth. Hey, Kimberly Knox. It was either my teeth or some old rusty pliers that always did the job just right. If you hold them just right, right? If you hold them pliers just right. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. I got my wires stripped. Okay, they stripped, y'all. Coming to the stage. Gentlemen, put your hands together. They all stripped up. So, okay. Gentlemen, put your hands together for Cinnamon. Ugh. I don't know how this works, but I'm hoping I see some lights. Okay. So all I'm going to do is just touch this on here real quick. Okay. I might need to, okay, I'm going to put my positive on first. Oh! Oh, do y'all see that? They said on a 12-volt battery, like one of these solar power generators, or if you got a car battery, a small like lawnmower battery or a motorcycle battery, it'll last for days because it only uses 3 watts. It only uses 3 watts. So I'm going to try to do this permanently, right? Ooh, I'm getting too excited. Okay. See, y'all get a chance to see my madness now, because this is what I do when that camera is off. That's why I said I'm just gonna leave it on. Y'all get a chance to see. I'll be in the middle of the night, like this had to be what Vincent Price was doing while he was in that science lab making mummies and stuff. It's alive. It's alive. That's how I feel. Ooh, you dirty rat. Ooh. Okay. You killed my brother. Okay. I'm gonna hood tech this, okay? I'm a hood tech it. So I'm just gonna wrap it around like I used to when I used to be testing my speakers back in the day. Okay. What we got here? What's going on, Ayan? How you doing? I'm about to strip this a little bit better than I did. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I had to remember see that scene from 300. This is madness. No, it's mechanical excitement. Pamela's World. Is there a way to hook it up to solar generator? Well, it come with these wires. What you have to do is go anywhere. You can even go to Wally World and get the 12-volt plug that you normally see in a generator, the cigarette lighter plug, and you're gonna have to hood tech this, okay? Or go buy one that has wires on it, or go pick up one of them whack Christmas presents that somebody got you, some weird device that's supposed to go in your car that don't work. Cut the wire off. I got a couple of them. So that's what I plan on doing. And put that cigarette lighter plug on here. No good and well, they gave you that Christmas present or whatever, a birthday present. You will never use that a day in your life, but you don't want to get rid of it because every year they come over. What they say? Hey, how that glove warmer working for you? Huh? You like that? That worked, don't it? I told you it was gonna work out for you, didn't I? You know good. Oh yeah, I love that thing. You ain't seen that in 2 years. But every year, your uncle come over to the house, and at dinner, he eating his plate, and he stop. Hey. How that glove warmer working out for you that I got you a couple years back? Huh? Didn't I tell you that thing ain't no joke? Didn't I tell you? Huh? Okay. Yeah, man. Let me get a look at it, see how, well, not now, Unc. Not now. Because you know it's in the garage. It ain't been in your car now one time. Matter of fact, you done been through 2 different cars since he got that for you. Not now, Unc, man. We trying to eat. Say the prayer, Unc. Just say the prayer. Yeah, I'm gonna get a look at that before we go back to Chicago, though. Okay? Yeah. Whatever. Cause I wanted to show my new wife what I got you. Cause she don't think I get people stuff. Get people dumb stuff. Okay. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. I just like the lights. Obviously, I can't make it go in here because the diesel fuel. I could stick it out the window. I'm doing too much. I don't know much. I'm doing too much. But I know I love you. Wonder how thin this metal is, actually. Now, I'm going to show you where this go, where you hook this into. Under here. Can y'all see that okay? Okay. So, the exhaust, where's that intake hole? Okay, the exhaust goes in this one because I done seen so many videos where they say it's the furthest away from the fuel line. This is the fuel line. And this is the exhaust. I mean, this is the exhaust. This is the intake. The intake. Okay. So what they want you to do, here's the tricky part. Out of every video I saw, this doesn't make any sense. Because what they want you to do is put this hose on here and damn near turn it at a 90-degree angle and make it come back through here. Now, this is a poor design because here's your fuel line. This muffler, I know this is, listen, I ain't never seen a muffler that don't get hot. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. You see, you got that Sonny said, be like, oh yeah, that fan you got me 5 below. I cut the wire off it. Yeah. Curious if it smells like diesel. I'm sure it will. And I really want to run this, y'all. I really want to do it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do that. They have feet down here where you can put this up on some sort of platform or a couple of wood blocks. So you will have more clearance because even on the sides, it doesn't have that much clearance. I'm confused what's going on here. Just hang on and start paying attention. I think you'll figure it out in a minute. You confused? I'm confused too, Sharice. So here's the muffler, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it. That go on there. Now you see, even if you turn this to make it go down here, I'm gonna do it because I know what I'm about to do. And don't be too quick to turn this thing. It feel like it'll be done split on you. You know, that don't feel like. Let me move this battery. That sucker don't feel like he feel like he gonna bend. I'm not gonna run it to the bottom through that hole. Let me it'd be better. Let me just bend it this way. That'll give me a little bit more work. That ain't bad. Now I'm gonna do it. Oh, I know Sunday Backyard Farmer be fabricating this stuff. I know you be in the shop working, bruh. Ain't nothing in automotive mechanic work. Most things are not cookie cutter. Even when they say they are, you gonna have to work a few details out yourself. Whether you sanding something off, filing something off, cutting something off, screws too long, screws too short. So there you go. We bent it to a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna put that back on there, and that should cover, and it does perfectly. So I'm gonna run it out the side on mine. I'm not gonna try to run it this way because I don't want nothing touching this fuel line. Think about it. Hot muffler, melting a fuel line, right? So I'ma just, I would like to run it. That's too weird to me. So I'm gonna straighten this out. And what I'm gonna end up having to do is buy some longer exhaust tube because this ain't long enough to do nothing. If I'm gonna have this unit stays in the house, this goes through the wall somewhere in your house. It goes out the window or something. Don't quote me, okay? But you got to get this exhaust pipe out of your house. So this is how it's gonna look. I'm gonna do it the way they said do it, just so you can see what they were going for. It clears the gas line, but I just don't like it that close. So this is what they were going for. And I bent this all out of proportion. I had to put my Sunday Backyard Farmer muffler on there, little baby muffler. Now I'm gonna just sit this back here, like so. Now, fam, oh, I forgot. Let me put the intake on. The intake, I ain't put on no clamps or nothing yet. But I'm going to just put the intake on anyway. I'm just giving everybody an eye full of what this thing looks like. I'm going to do the intake the same way. Sunday, your muffler keep falling off, bruh. That's just the intake. So that can go anywhere. That's just going to be bringing in cool air. Cool runnings. All right. Y'all probably ain't see none of that. So there we have it. Now, most of the people I see in every video don't even use this. The only time I've seen people using this tube is they had this unit in another room and this tube was going into a whole nother room. Or sometimes they'll have it outside in a little house, like a dog house, like you would have your generator, and have this coming in the house. So you can aim that wherever you want to. I don't really see me using that at all. Time will tell. But once I do this, I'm going to do this tonight off camera. I'm going to put these clamps on here and get it set up and get it permanent. And yeah, I'm going to be ready to rock and roll because I'm ready to see this sucker rock. Now, I do want to see this. I don't know what the functions are, but this little remote is kind of cool. Look at that. You probably need a battery. This is weird. Oh, snap! It's a transformer. Look at this. Look at this. I'm trying to push it. I'm like, what's going on? Look at this. Sunday say, look like it'll be great for a tiny home heater. That's why. Yeah, right. But the thing is, it put out more BTUs than a tiny home heater. It can heat up a good sized house. Curious how loud it is. You know something? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to be able to tell you that. Where did I do it? When I crank it up tomorrow, I got a decibel meter that I'm going to be using to see how loud it is. This is what I've heard. When it first start up, is really, really low. Say it appears to be the smaller version of the Red Devil blower or something. It is. The Red Devil one was the taller one. Exact same thing. This is just a newer model. I saw those are the ones you keep seeing on the videos. The newer model, this is the newer model that I start seeing people with more recent videos making. And I said, I think I'm going to go with that one, even though that Red Devil model, nobody could complain about that. And here's another one, y'all, another reason I got this. This is when I was sold. Now, right now, $120 and what y'all saying $169, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. But let me tell you something, another reason I got it. I know, I think Sunday Backyard Farmer can answer this. If anybody else know, let me know. What's the good thing about diesel engines? Anybody? What's the best thing about diesel engines? Not the fuel consumption, because that's one, but what's the best thing about a diesel engine? Why is it even important to maybe have some sort of diesel engine vehicle on one? Cold starts? Nope. Cold starts, that's definitely not, because you need that glow plug. That's definitely not a plus. Last longer? Definitely last longer. Outstanding. The Red Devil I've seen more often than the industrial environment. That's the one I used to go in the factories and see. But if you look on YouTube, all the Canadians got the Red Devil, and only few Canadians got the smaller version of this, like this. More Americans. Torque. Torque is another one. But get this. Cleans, runs longer, Get this. This is why I got it. This is the reason. Okay, now I don't even want to tell y'all too quick. We in here. Listen, how many people ever watch what's that prepping show? That prepping movie? It was a TV show. Something preppers. What was it called? Something preppers, where they showed different people. Diesel stores real good. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And it don't, you could have it sitting in your engine. It won't even gum your engine up as quick as normal unleaded gasoline will. I'ma just go and tell you. Here's the thing about diesel fuel engines. If you do it right, you could burn other things besides diesel fuel. You could get biodiesel like old cooking oil, old motor oil, old gear oil, kerosene. This burns kerosene too. So doomsday prepper, that's what it was. So you could use kerosene, and somebody else said one of the power, Chris, the power chair farmer. I can't say it, but yes, you're right. So you could use in a pinch, if it got bad, you don't gotta be looking for diesel. You could use kerosene, you could use or mix your own biodiesel. You could mix your own used oil. Go look at them videos. I promise you, go look at them videos. And that sold me. I was already on it. I was already about to do it. I was about to do it. But right there, I was like, if worse came to worse and I needed to heat my home and all the gas stations was closed and closed down, man, everybody got some oil somewhere. You go in the back of one of these chicken joints, back of one of these fish and grits joints. Yeah. Yep, French fry oil, yes. So if you did it right, it will run. So I'm watching guys on YouTube literally taking old oil, mixing it with a little kerosene. And so far what I've seen really work well is the 50-50 mix. The dude is using 50% kerosene, 50% waste oil. I'm going to call it waste oil because I don't know what exact kind he was using. Get this. He said it ran hotter, made his heat hotter. The engine in this thing ran more efficient. And it worked so well that he got waste oil coming out of one jug and kerosene coming out the other jug. And he got a 50-50 mix and control them. Sunday Backyard Farmer say, we also use motor oil from the car that we change oil to heat the shop. Right. That's what sold me, brother. That's what sold me. Because I'm like, you mean to tell me the same stuff we got to pay to dispose of, you could be burning this? That put a lot on my mind. I'm like, man, I got so much used old fish grease, fried chicken grease that you better not fry no chicken in that grease no more. A couple flies done landed in it. Don't fry nothing in that grease no more. That's there to lubricate my trailer. I got old grease out. I couldn't turn my winch to pick the tongue up. I wasn't gonna use my good, what is it called? WD-40. I went in here and got some old bacon grease to throw down there, man. When we was in Florida, before we left for Florida, slob that bacon grease down there. That thing started turning so fast. I was doing the cabbage patch at first, like, once that bacon grease kicked in, I was churning butter. So, and it's still, after all these storms since I've been to Florida, that thing still loose as a goose. So I know it worked. So what I'm gonna do now, y'all, I'm gonna see if this thing work. I'm gonna see if this remote work. I'm gonna see if we see anything different on here anyway. Okay, let's see. It say on, but it's already on. It says hooked to the battery. Blue, my battery is good. Cause it's supposed to be red if the battery ain't good. I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit. Okay. That's the battery symbol saying it's good. They said, everybody online said that red symbol, nobody knows what it is, but it's always there. And the instructions are terrible. I'm not even going to attempt. So let me see what this do. I don't know if I cut the thing off or on. Oh, this is how you change. You can change the mode of how much heat is coming out. Now that's the codes. You have to read the book to find out what you need. Now, I would like to change this Celsius to Fahrenheit, but I need to read the book before I do that because I don't know. It's 3 buttons here. It's a right, a left, and a power button. And those same buttons, no, it's just here. It's an on or off. That's a power button. Yeah, it's basically three buttons here. A on, a off, a up, and a down. Plus and a minus, just like here. So I'm gonna read up on this. Oh. This right here. Let me see something. Let me hold to see if that worked. Yep, it worked. So that's your Wi-Fi to your remote. That symbol there. So my remote is on and charge. So right there, family, I'm going to find me a 12-volt plug and splice him into there, solder him on. Right now, hell. Any questions? Any questions whatsoever? Let me see. Yes, for setting the temperature. Setting the temperature, and I believe setting the temperature and the, from medium, low, high. And for the person that was asking me, I wonder if it's loud. It starts off quiet. And then, of course, the air coming through the exhaust, not the bad exhaust, but the hot air, that's quiet. The thing that make the most noise is the exhaust, but the muffler makes it quiet. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Everybody is saying, the more I watch these reviews and people strip them down and break them down, they're saying, yes, I'm going to run it tomorrow live. I guess so. Because I'm gonna run it on this channel too. I'm very impressed and I'm very interested and I'm excited like a little kid. So I'm gonna check this out. They said the thing that is fairly quiet, but it gets on your nerves is the fuel pump. I don't know if anybody, I know Sunday Backyard Farmer do, but inside of a fuel pump, there's always piston rings. A fuel pump runs back and forth like a plunger in a toilet, right? Get your mind out the gutter. It runs like a plunger in a toilet. In your car, some piston rings, they got rings so they don't let anything out. Leah, what kind of battery are you using, please? Don't listen to that battery. That ain't nothing but a plain old 12-volt car battery. That ain't nothing special. It's just a car battery. 600 cold cranking amp battery. The thing about the fuel pump in this thing is it don't have any rubber wiper rings on it. And I don't know if y'all really follow me. Cause I've had my share of building my own cars too. So Sunday, we got a lot in common, bro. Anyway, without those either rubber or some other kind of material washers or wiper rings or something on there, every time that plunger or gaskets, every time that doggone plunger go in, it's metal on metal. There's nothing to soften the blow. Even like certain um I don't even know if I should say that. Certain calibers, okay? They have to have it's a rubber washer, a big fat rubber bushing at the back of that, and that's the only thing that's reciprocating that bolt back and forth. When that bolt comes back, it just, I'm going too far. It hits that big rubber brick and goes back. Without that, you got a problem. What else do you use the decibel meter for? To test these solar power generators, to hear how loud the fan is or something like that. Hey Harry, how you doing tonight? So that pump, it's this little clicking, it's a clicking sound. It's like it's metal on metal. Perfect, perfect. This is what it seems to sound like, because I can only judge it by the video in my television speakers. I need to hear it in sound in person. So it sounds like metal on metal, like. Do you think that makes it wear out faster? No, because these people are talking about they've had them for years. Actually, with it being metal on metal, if there was a rubber washer in there or rubber bushing, Sunday Backyard Farmers say, like those small, tiny air compressors. Yes, yes, clingy and annoying. Yep, clinky like, listen. You ever start a barbecue grill and it won't start? That's what it sounds like. So it does this. Once it gets going good, it's like. Right. Because it doesn't have gaskets, doesn't wear out fast. Oh, no. Because people had them for years. The gaskets will wear out fast if they had gaskets. And I think that's why they don't do it. Even the American-made heaters don't have it. They don't have anything that's going to quiet that down. So I watched this one guy, says sounds like my stove when it won't start. Exactly. So I watched this one guy, and he had one, the kind that you mount in your vehicle, like a Boss Hall got. And all he did was wrapped it with some kind of like cloth. The sound of gas ignited. Yeah, a gas igniter, fuel igniter, like, yeah. So here's the thing. That can be annoying. Say you got this in your tent. That will be annoying. But on the other side of it, you gotta think about it. You should be using this for a life-saving emergency, or you probably got it in your shop where you already listening to your music. You might have your boom box going in your shop, or if you're in your shed working. I don't see you using this in a place where you're going to be ultra quiet. You know, that's the part. Right, this guy had like this sound deafening little pad. It wasn't sound deafening. He said that, but it was just, it looked like, you know, them things, them tic-tac-toe pads that you throw and get it in a little wooden hole at the park. That's what it looked like to me, something you give to your dog or something. And he just wrap it around, he put a couple of these around it, and he couldn't hear it no more. I said, that is exactly what I'm going to do if I need it to be like that. So, no, moving blanket might be just entirely too big. The fuel pump in here is this big. I can't show you right now. I'm going to show you later. That one I can't show you. This one is mine. But I have that fuel pump in the other room right now. I have that fuel pump that I can show you. It's about this big, maybe like that. That's all it is, little back and forth. If you ever seen a fuel filter on a car, fuel filter is about like that. It looks just like that, but it's just all metal. Some fuel filters are metal, some fuel filters are clear. Well, this fuel pump looks like a fuel filter that's metal, and it makes that noise. So I'm tripping, man. I want to hook. Listen, so does that mean you have open it up to quiet it? Open it? No, just on this, yes. On this, you pretty much screwed. You just got to deal with that sound. You don't open that up. Don't go fumbling with that. I wouldn't do that. Now I'm going to present the other one, and you're going to see that on a video. I'm going to present the other one, and I'm going to put it together right out of the box, the one that you mount in your vehicle. I'm going to put that one together. That's the one you can use the cloth around. This one, you screwed on that. But again, where do you plan on using this at? Where you just going to be listening like Clockwork Orange or something? Or what was that? The Raven. Nevermore. Listening to the clock tick-tock like. Looking at the clock. I know y'all read that poem. I don't think you're going to have this somewhere where you trying to read and I don't think you're going to be somewhere like in a library with this heater. I really don't. I don't see that. I see using it in your garage, your shed. Yeah, Telltale Heart. That's another thing. My brain is reorienting too from this healthy food. Y'all see me notice I can't think of nothing? So I'm gonna finish hooking this up tonight. Before I go, do I got any questions? Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a couple different videos. I'm going to show you this running, and then I'm going to introduce you finally to this Vans Power. I'm so impressed with this. I'm so impressed. If y'all notice, it's been around me everywhere I go. In the tent, it's been behind me. It's been in a lot of my videos, and ain't nobody paying it no attention. I got a lot to say about that. So I don't know if I'm going to do that live or do a video. I'll probably just do a quick video, and then we're going to go live and talk about it. So, you know what? Normally I wouldn't read this, but I will. Once upon a time in a midnight dreary, where I pondered, weak and weary. Yes. So, any questions whatsoever? Because if you ain't got none, I'm about to play with this thing. I'm going to actually put these on, and I don't want y'all to sit around for this. I'm going to put these bands on, grab my screwdrivers, and tighten these bands around these pipes because I don't want no leaks. Hey, Farm Steak 21, how you doing tonight? It's good to see you here. We just over here messing around with this diesel heater. Let me bring it over here a little more so you can see that thing. We just messing around with this boy right here. Oh, I guess I can put this battery on the floor. Oh. I could have been did that. We just messing around with this, trying to get it together. And I'm about to play around with that and get it ready so tomorrow I can just fill it with this good diesel fuel. I want to fill it up. I want to fill it up right now. I want to run it right now. What is it? It's 1:30 in the morning. I want to run this right now. I ain't never bought no diesel fuel for myself. So we are waiting because we are waiting for you to break it out. I'm telling you, I really want to. So I don't know what time tomorrow. I'm gonna say this. It'll probably be early because I just want to get it out. Whether I don't care who's watching it, you can come back and watch it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to wait. I really want to get this going. I really do. Because I need to see exactly, are these people, all these people on YouTube pulling my leg? I don't think so though. Because I've seen them in action in my real life. Diversity Love, yes, there is diesel. Yes, it's digital too, yes. Don P says, just got the last of the pieces I need for my Ego Pro 1. Now it's fully outfitted. So now I will do the walk around video. Okay, I'm gonna go over there and check that out. Let me tell you something. Somebody asked me a question. Let's talk tech. Let's talk tech before we go. Why not? We got a few minutes left, so it'll be an hour and a half. I'm gonna talk about that Varla Eagle 1 and Varla Eagle 1 Pro. I'm gonna say this. The Varla Eagle 1 Pro, way faster, way snappier. More controllable, way more controllable, depending on what you're doing. The bigger one, the Varla Eagle 1 Pro, more comfortable, more room on the deck to stand up, better feeling handlebars, better brakes. It's not as fast, and I think it's not as fast. Now that I think about it, I picked up some weight since I did the first video, so that might be one of the problems. The other problem might be the Varla Eagle 1 Pro is so much more bigger and beefier, right? It's so much bigger and beefier that has to have something to do with how much faster it is too. And it's not speedy, it's not snappy, it's smooth takeoff. You go fast, smooth stopping, smooth takeoff. The first one, you better hold on with all your might. So you got us all up now, bring it. So, okay. The Varla Eagle 1 Pro, I like it. I like it a lot. I like them both. They both is like night and day difference. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for stunts, speed, you doing crazy stuff on it, I would say the Varla Eagle 1. But if you older like me and you just want to take it easy and cruise like you're on vacation and you're not trying to go super fast, but you want to be comfortable while you own it, and it's big enough, you could probably, get somebody else on there with you. Varla Eagle 1 Pro is the one, the bigger one. Question, would that be practical to heat a 10 by 10 greenhouse? More than practical. That's freaking brilliant. Yes. Yes. Sunday Backyard Farmer said, I like the thumb throttle. You want to know something, Sunday? I'm going to tell you something. Did you mess around and get one? Because I got something to tell you. Would that heater be safe in a bedroom? No. I wouldn't do that. unless you can put this exhaust pipe out the window somewhere or out the wall, or you have it plumbed properly. Sunday, I thought I would, cause that trigger finger on the Varla Eagle 1, if you don't know what you're doing, you go to hit the brake. I ride motorcycles, so I'm used to, manipulating my fingers with what I'm doing with the clutch and the brakes and stuff. But that Varla Eagle 1, if you don't know what you're doing, you go to hit that brake, you gonna hit the gas with that finger one, right? But here's the thing about the thumb. This is uncomfortable to me. I thought at first it's smarter. It's smarter. It's ergonomically smarter to have that thumb, right? Here's the thing about that. While you pushing your thumb throttle, you got a lot to think about when you go up to grab the brake. And this is what I'm dealing with, right? I got the thumb throttle, and your hand is kind of back like you on a motorcycle. You wide open. But when you go to hit the brake, you gotta let it go, throw your hand up here, and pull back. Now remember, you on two wheels, and your handlebars is like this. It's awkward. And I noticed that. I said, yes, that trigger throttle is dangerous for people who don't know what they're doing. That thumb throttle is, I'm going to say, equally as dangerous, because you literally, after that, have to rotate your hand and basically take your hand off of the grip to grab the brake and pull it back. It's just, ultimately, I think I may like the trigger better. They both a little, the trigger, because my hand is already on it. My hand is on it, I just grab the brake. This is how I ride my motorcycle anyway. I keep my fingers on my brake and my clutch. So I don't know, I just used to doing it like that. I don't take my fingers and just put them on the grips and just be rolling. No, I keep my fingers on my brake and my clutch like this. And I do the same thing on that. So it's not as bad with it like that. Once you train your finger and your other fingers for throttle to brake, this throws you off. So I haven't bought one. I'm basing it off of familiarity with four-wheelers. This is what I'm going to do Sunday. We going to meet up. And I want to say, if you end up going to the Black's Tropical Homestead meetup, if you end up going there, because I'm going, man, I'm going to bring it. And I'm going to just let you have your way with it, man. Get a feel of it. I'm bringing both so you get a feel of it. That way, if you plan on getting one, you can make a decision, because you would think one would be better than the other, but each one of them got a lot of things you do like and a lot of things you don't like. And, that'll just help you. So I think I'm going to let you, like, man, just, give it a shot. Get a feel of it. Let me see. I missed a couple. Let me see. Maria said, hey, I'm not a math genius, but if 1 gallon of diesel has 3 liters, 5 gallons, what? If 1 gallon of diesel has about 3 liters, 5 gallons would give you at least 126 hours of heat. Yes. I'm not even going to calculate it in my head right this minute, but yes, the more you have, the longer you have. So yes. So what people are doing, yes, I'll definitely be there. I'll be there, man. I'll be there Sunday. So what people are doing is detaching this fuel line and running that fuel line to this, a 5-gallon gas can. So they're putting these so they can run this for 100 and something odd hours. Yes. So the other one that you have to mount and put it all together, it's not all in one as simple as this. That one actually comes with, I think it's like a 2-gallon, 1 or 2 gallon fuel tank on the side of it, separate from the unit itself. So yes, you are right. Don't quote me on the math because I didn't even try. Let me see. Stanley Gregg say a Harley sounds easier to ride. No, a Harley ain't. You ain't never rode a Harley. If you ain't never rode a Harley, do you own a Harley, Stanley? I'm gonna tell you something about a Harley. Which people, yes, they cool, yes, they beautiful, but I'm gonna tell you something about a Harley. I've rode a bunch of motorcycles in my life, and I've owned a bunch of motorcycles. That Harley is so freaking heavy. I don't care how strong you are. When you see a person riding a Harley and they got a mean face, they're not angry. They're not upset. They just gritting because they know if they so much as step their boot down in a little slick of oil, that big ass motorcycle is going to the ground. And they ain't gonna know how to get it back up. Here's the thing, getting your motorcycle off the ground using mechanics that you should be taught, that's hard to do when you got a whole bunch of bull crap on your motorcycle like most Harley riders and full dress bike owners have. Most of them have a bunch of garbage, big foot pedals and weird crap. They won't let you get up in front of it, get behind it to pick it up. So what happened? They got to call AAA. So, wait a minute. Hold on, Stanley. I know what you were saying. But yeah, okay. Anyway, too many hit and runs in Florida got rid of mine. You know what? I have a Harley, but my Honda 350 is my size. I got a Harley, Ultra Classic, big monster, and I only ride it every blue moon. I ride a Honda Monkey mini bike, a Honda 125. I literally gets on that, and I have a Honda scooter that I get on. I sold a bunch of other of my motorcycles, and those are the two I ride the most. That Honda scooter, which is really hers. I don't want her on it though. And a Honda 125, little monkey. Let me see. Sunday Backyard Pharmacist, my first time riding a Harley was amazing until I had to do a U-turn. Until you got to stop and turn that big, it's like you're riding an elephant. I don't know if you've ever went to the carnival or the state fair and rode an elephant. That's what it feels like. You on the back of an elephant. When you ride a Harley, you know who's the real boss. It's that bike. It's that bike. Now, I've been riding down the street on a Katana. I used to have a little 750 Katana at one time. And you hit an oil patch on those racing tires, you hit a little slick, and you feel that bike wiggle real quick. Oh, listen, doo-doo all over the seat. You feel that bike wiggle like that while you doing about 50 mile an hour or 40 mile an hour on a side street. You feel that tail end come from up under you real quick and get some grip real quick, like it's gonna throw you. Oh my God. I got rid of that. I got rid of that. I don't know if you've ever ridden bikes, but I've been through it all. Sunday back here, so we lost a nephew on a hit and run. I'm sorry to hear that. But it's I got rid of a lot of bikes for that. And my Harley, I'm not a long distance rider. I pull my Harley out when I'm stunting. I don't ride my Harley because it's fun to a point. I guess I'm just getting too old to really take those kind of risks. You know, my mini bike, you can't catch me on that. You can't catch me on that. Reba said Katana is my bike. I had a red one. Matter of fact, I could have swore I posted a picture one time. Yeah, had a red Katana. So definitely, it's my mini bike. I'm in full control. I could do anything I want to do on a smaller bike, a 4-wheeler, a mini bike. I take them all day. I take them all day over any big bikes anymore. I'm not. It's not that I don't like them. It's just I'm just getting too old to be scared. You cannot maneuver a Harley Davidson like you can a smaller bike. You cannot do it, and I don't want to hear nobody say it unless you've been on motorcycle patrol, you a motorcycle cop or something where they got to go through those rigorous trainings. If you ain't did that, don't talk to me about something. I can do all this with my Harley unless that's just what you do. If you stun out on one of those new Harleys, I get it. If that's what you know how to do. But the average Joe that just wants to get on a bike and ride, if a car is coming at you, you just gonna look at the car. You know, turning and hitting the gas, it ain't because a Harley, my Harley. I ain't gonna talk about everybody else's because it's these new engines they got nowadays. Whew, just as fast as a crotch rocket. My Harley, you ain't getting out the way. It's gonna make a lot of sweet noise, but you ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? Get up and go. So, any other tech questions before I go? Because we went past that 90-minute mark. In the future, I'll be looking for older BMW motorcycle to turn into a cafe racer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just to have. Just to have. Oh, don't get me started on that. Cause I want what is it? I want a Yamaha Goldwing cafe racer. I don't know if people are converting those old Honda Gold Wings from like the late 70s, early 80s into the cafe racers. Never in a million years. Does it run on solar without using the fuel? No. No, this is a diesel heater. The power in this only lights up the controls. It only runs the controls, runs the electronics in it. This burns diesel fuel. Post a video this weekend on me riding my father-in-law's Harley. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see that. That's what I want to see. Stanley, 01. YouTube kicked you out. And I'm like, what is this? What is this? YouTube kicked you out for saying fat boy. But then I was like, wait, that ain't bad. I know what that meant. I know what that meant. You talk about a big bike. That's terrible. 01, Stanley. I hear there is a wall unit with low wattage. This only takes like 3 to 4 watts. And the wall unit, the one that you mount, I literally got that in this other room. I'm going to do a video on it. Then I'm going to go live on it. With that one, it takes about 3 or 4 watts too. Now imagine you got a 250 watt solar power generator. Divide that by 3. That thing will run forever. It'll run forever. I don't know how this works. All I know is I've been watching it. So yeah, Sunday, I got you, bro. I got you. I want to see that. Matter of fact, if you put out your video, I'll make you a promise. If you put out your video, I'm going to pull my doggone sled out and I'm going to wipe him off and I'm going to crank him up and I'm going to take it for a ride and videotape it. You can Google that, Ben Don P. Say, I'm a 60/70 baby, so you should really know about what a cafe racer is. Say, I know about Gold Wings. All it is a chopped up version. Only thing about the Gold Wings, they had that ugly gas tank. But the way these new folks is doing them, they making them look, it just fits just right. I always hated the old Honda Gold Wing gas tanks. They was horrible. Even back then, it was horrible. Say, Stanley, you keep that beast for your boy. You know what? I just keep it around because I like it. I like looking at the mug, you know. Change the oil, tune it up, clean it up. And I keep my Harley because you know, I've always wanted a Harley. I've had every other kind of bike. I've had Suzuki's, Kawasaki's, you name it, I've had them. I've always wanted a Harley. My dad hated them. He secretly loved them though. My dad was a biker and he secretly loved the Harleys, and the old Harleys used to leak oil, and he you name it, he said it. All them things always breaking down, leaking oil, and this and that. And he always had something crazy to say about them Harleys, right? Me and my dad would be at the grocery store, and he'd see somebody on a Harley. Now, my dad rode Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki's, and me and him on his bike, and I'm a kid, he'd go up to somebody with a Harley and ask him a bunch of questions, right? God rest his soul. He know I'm telling the truth. Ask him a bunch of questions. And he's, oh, that's just a piece of junk, you know. My dad, that's just a piece of junk, man. Get you one of these, that's what you need. But then he started asking, so what's this piece here? What's that for? When he started asking questions, my daddy, he's interested. If you can catch my father's attention, he's interested. So we even went one year, we went to, I think it was Ypsilanti, Michigan. Me and him one Saturday morning went to a Harley dealership. What for? He ragged on them bikes all day. We stayed in that dealership for about an hour, 2 hours or better. All he had to say, man, look at this junk. Look at this. Who would buy this bull crap? Who would want this? Who would? How much is this one here? Come here. Let me see something. How much is that one right there? What? See, who gonna buy that junk? He kept secretly checking the prices. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting, even as a little dumb kid, I'm like, my dad don't do nothing that he don't plan on doing. Sitting on them, sizing them up. So I've always wanted a Harley, but I was an American motor worker for most of my life. And you couldn't have like foreign vehicles where I lived in Michigan and Ohio, or it'll get stolen, or people will graffiti it, bust the windows out. Like you couldn't have no BMW. Let me see. Sunny Backyard Farmer, please, people don't realize Harley Davidsons cost way more than crotch rockets all day long. So that's another reason I keep it. I know it's worth something. Say, for instance, I want to buy another piece of land. If I was hardcore or wanted to pay my house off in the last stretch, I'll sell my bike. That when you buy a Harley, especially old as mine and older, it does not depreciate. It appreciates. A Harley is like buying a house. It's never going to lose its value, ever. If you just keep it well, and you see on my bike, I don't got no extra crap on it. I don't believe in it. Ain't no everything is factory except for the radio, and I bought it like that years ago. Other than that, no. Mine is perfectly perfect. So in a pinch, if I needed that, say somebody said that they selling some land for about, I don't know, mine is older, just say 30,000. I could, if I put my Harley up, I know I can get 25 for it immediately. I know I can. It ain't no question. I'm going to get 25 for it as it's set. That'll give me a whole bunch towards a piece of land. So some of the things I buy and what people don't realize, it don't make no sense to you. And it look like a person might be being greedy to you. But people keep thinking about your future investments in cash. Or they'll say, oh yeah, I got a 401k. I got the stock market. I got some CDs. I got blah, 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 blah. But you don't realize there's certain things that's worth more than all of that. It's certain things you can purchase and have. I'm going to tell you one thing right now that's worth. It will not depreciate if you get the right one. If you buy a firearm, you're going to get your money back, if not more. Whatever you pay for it, depending on which one you got. Now, if you're trying to go cheap, you're going to get cheap. But if you're buying high quality H2O, when you go to sell it in a pinch, oh, you're going to get that money back. That's a guarantee. The average modern big boy on a fast deal Harley is $15,000. Okay. Stanley say, but you get what you want. I'm from Cleveland. I hear you. I feel you. Okay, got you, Stanley. Okay. You ain't nowhere from me. Okay, you ain't nowhere from me. So yeah, you understand exactly what I'm saying. So certain investments, a Harley Davidson. See, it ain't just any motorcycle. A Harley Davidson. Let's just say a Glock. Certain Smith & Wesson revolvers. We can go on and on and on with that. Put them away. Don't throw away the receipt when you buy it. Don't throw away the paperwork, the instructions, the box it came in. Don't throw away some of them come with cases, but you know you would never put it back in that case. You want to put it in your special safe or something. Don't throw away that case. I got every case of all of mine, whether I use it or not. I even got all the boxes to every firearm that I've ever had that I own in my attic. I won't throw the box away because that brings even more value. It's just like a baseball card that, in the bubblegum card that ain't been opened. Money in the bank if you have metal. I don't understand what you mean. Certain SIGs, P226, guess what? I got a P226. Yes. And it's a I ain't seen it in a while. Now you're gonna have me going up there looking at it. I'm trying to think which one. I want to say it's the Marine. It's special. Let's just put it like that. I don't like 40 cal. It's not my thing. 40 cal is not my thing. I think it's way overrated. That Blackout Sunday Farmer. Yes, Sunday Backyard Farmer, that Blackout. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm surprised you ain't messed around and done got you one. Another reason I don't ride my Harley as much. I don't, now that I live here in South Carolina, I used to have people I rode with back in Ohio. I don't have nobody to ride with here. And other people that I would ride with, they too negligent for me. I don't like playing games and all that stuff while we riding. I don't get into all that, and I don't want to be in no clubs, no gangs, no nothing. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. So I'm a lone rider when I ride. Don P says, money in the bank if you have metal. I hold gold and fungible amounts. Yeah, I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. It's so many other things that will be more valuable than gold. We invest in gold. It's certain things that gold is good for because gold is in a lot of these products that we purchase. So it would make it valuable. But somebody can take that from you in a pinch. For real, for real. Now, you can get just as much for a firearm. You get just as much. A firearm these days about worth what gold is worth, especially ammo. So that will always be more valuable. Defending yourself will always be more valuable than any of these products or that metal all day. All day. Divine Order says exactly, no horseplay neither. I don't like that. See, that we go to ride and people start playing too much. And look, you know what I do? I just veer off and I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not doing that. Then the police pulling us over, other drivers on the road calling the police on us. I said, I get away from them folks. I get away from them. Alpha Hoss says the SIG P226 is 40 cal, but it can also handle the 357. I know. I don't. That ain't the only caliber. That's the caliber yours come in. Mine is a 9. Divine Purpose said, yep, somebody's always getting hurt. Only if you stick around long enough for it to happen. Stanley Gregg said, I agree on the 40 cal. What you want to take out a bear. I don't live in high country. I just live. I'm gonna tell you this. This is another reason why I feel it's overrated. The 40 is just overrated. If I feel like if I'm going anywhere where I'm going to feel like I need to knock out something way larger than me that's want to take my life, it won't be a 40 cal. It's going to be 10 millimeter. Now I got 10s all day. I'm not going. I skip 40. I don't play with 40. It's so dang gone, and I hate this word, but I'm gonna use it. So doggone snappy, literally for people to don't know what snappy is uncontrollable. And the only way it becomes controllable is if you got this big old Wild Wild West that you're not gonna have on you. So I say no. I say no to that. I'm 10 millimeter all day long. I got a Smith & Wesson 10, and that's all I need. And I got that for when I really go out in the real wilderness to camp. That's why I bought that. I bought that last year, and the only reason I bought it is because I started watching them stupid videos on bear attacks. I've never owned a 10 millimeter in my life, but I was watching that video on bear attacks. I was like, things is getting a little too real. We don't know what we're going to end up doing. And all the places ain't safe when you out here walking around like a nomad. So anyway, all right, growing our future question. Of all the combinations of heaters you have, which would be your go-to to heat a greenhouse. Frankly, I want to say this. I want to say this diesel heater. You know why? Because how efficient it is. I wouldn't say propane because I had a greenhouse and I tried to heat it with propane. It cost me a fortune because that heater that I had burned through so much propane so fast. It would last like maybe a night and a half, a day and a half, and it's gone. Now you got to go spend another $30 on exchange a tank, back to back to back for the rest of the week. Now for the rest of the winter. And that's just in my southern climate. If you live in a northern climate colder than this is diesel fuel and it's gonna burn off of a 5-gallon drum of diesel fuel. Say you pay about diesel fuel here right now is running like $3.59, I think it was. I paid something like that. Times 5 gallons, so over $15. Let's just say $30. Let's say $30 for 5 gallons of diesel fuel, right? Let's just say 30 bucks. 30 bucks is gonna last you all them days? There's no competition. And put out just as many BTUs? No competition. Okay, so I would say diesel heater, but don't put that in writing because I need to see this for myself. Go on YouTube and look at their diesel heaters and you be the judge. But me, myself, from what I'm seeing, he looked like he would win that fight all day long. Okay, Don P say, I'm going to take that down, Don P, because I don't want to talk about no controversy. I don't want to talk about what they think they're going to do. I don't even care. I know what's real right now. I don't want to, because all them rumors do is make more rumors. And I know people keep everything that pop up in the books don't always hit. And next thing you know, you will have a 2A member put out a alert video like what you just said, right? And then a week later, they'll be like, oh, it was denied. Now you got everybody all scared out, doing crazy buying, and none of that even passed the bill. So let's not even talk about that. How does a 10 equal to a 45? I'm gonna let you Google that. I got a 45 too. I wouldn't take that. Oh, that's a Smith & Wesson Shield 45 actually I wouldn't take that. 45 is that's a big round, but it's so slow. It's so slow that if you're in the right amount of distance, it could do damage. It's going to do you bad. But we're talking about a freaking grizzly bear. Grizzly bear with about this much fat around him, right? Fat and fur. So you got to go through this much fat, fur, and bone. All that is a big old slug. It just don't burn hot enough. It's not going to get through all of that. 45 to me, this is how I look at a 45. A 45 to me is the equivalent of a baseball bat. Oh, it'll do you some damage, but it ain't going to necessarily open you up. Now, you need something fast moving and piercing. That's that 10 all day. Let me see. That's okay, Regina Green. You ain't late to nothing. Let me see. Sunday Backyard Pharmacy. That's right. Turn signal to get away from the wild crowd. This is lifesaver when you run that bike. I don't, man. No matter whether I'm on mini bikes, four-wheelers, if we're out to have fun, see, if we on a trail, I get it. Then all bets is off. Now, I ain't going to be being dared to do no stupid stunts. But if we're out to have fun and get muddy and dirty, I'm with you. But if we cruising and you start stunting, I'm done. If you start doing stunts, wheelies, all this crazy stuff, speeding, racing, I'm done. I'm gone. I've done it. I've left. And I've been called everything under the sun. Man, you a punk. I'll be that. I'll be a live punk or a free out of jail punk. I'm not going to be with y'all, man, attracting all this violence. I mean, all this attention. And then we don't know, kid be run out in one of these streets, man. I don't need to prove how cool I am to y'all. Not like that. Not with my life. And people don't realize that you're trying to prove how cool you are with your life. It's not worth it to me. Told you I'm not a daredevil. I'm not a daredevil. Let me see. No problem growing our future. Let me see. Let me see. Stanley Gray said, what happens when there's no more diesel? I don't know. Once you start coming up with scenarios like that, see, and I answer this a lot when everybody keeps saying, what happens when there's no more this, no more that, no more this? Let me get something, and that's for my other channel, but I'm going to touch on it here since we're talking about technology, because this is a form of technology. If there is no more diesel, if there is no more gasoline, if there is no more power grid, the question is not for me. The question is for you. What are you going to do? The answer for me, I have skills. What dudes say I have a certain set of skills? I got skills to keep me alive. Here's a question for you. Can you start a fire just by walking out in your yard with nothing in your hands, your pocket, your bag, nothing? Can you start a fire with everything you find laying around in your yard? If the answer is no, you might be in some trouble. You don't even have to make diesel fuel. I'm trying. No, that ain't diesel fuel by melting plastic. Plastic is just flammable. I've seen the plastic fuel thing, but that's just flammable chemicals. And you don't want to stand around that stuff. See, that I've never made that plastic burning barrel. I thought about it, but that is so toxic. I don't want to breathe that up. What you gonna do with that? People, I seen them dudes over in India cooking with that. Them dudes probably. I seen that where them dudes over like in India cooking with that plastic conversion that they made, burning plastic and the plastic methane or whatever it is. Ain't no way in piping hot hell you gonna have me breathing up that, because they be using it and they funnel it into their little huts and be in cooking. No. I ain't breathing that up. That's going too far. Now see, if you got to get to a point where you burning plastic for gas and fuel and to heat your home and stuff, it done got to a point where, man, you better go chop this tree down. You done went too far. You breathing up. You're trying to stay alive, but you're killing yourself at the same time. I ain't. So for my friend, when the diesel run out, you need some skills. How do you find water? How do you make fire? If the answer is I don't know, you got to put in some work. I don't rely on all these gadgets I got. I got them because I know how to use them and I can get them. I don't rely on them. Everybody on my channel, they've seen me do it all. I don't rely on this. I rely on the skills I've acquired over my lifetime. That's not even that shouldn't be a question for nobody. I don't. That when the gas companies go down, the lights go out, I don't care, because I'm ready. Whether I got solar power generators or not, I'm ready. I'm ready to live out there. Have you ever tried? No, you keep asking me that, my friend. I keep saying, no. No, the last person that asked me that. No, I haven't. I keep hearing that. And every time I ask the person, what is that, and I'm not going to repeat it because I don't know what it is. Nobody can ever tell me, but they keep asking me how I ever did it. PT, what is it? Hey, Diversity Love, how you doing? Stanley Gregg, I have solar panels, I have power banks, I have char and cotton. Thanks to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you got char and cotton. Have you made a fire yet? That's what I really want to know. Hey, Taco 05. PT, using copper wire around wood posts in the ground. For what? For what, PT? I'm trying to I'm letting you teach me something because I've never heard about it, but I keep getting different people asking me about this. Boost soil nutrients. No, no. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna say I don't believe in it and I don't think it worked. I do believe it worked. But again, this goes back to the skills situation. Man, I've been gardening like this my whole life. It's worked for me. Now you will see other people with better gardens, bigger trees, fruit, uh, everything. But here's the thing, you don't know what they're doing to those gardens and how much money. This the thing I wish I could say this on my other channel, but since we're here, when you see these other people with these bigger gardens growing all this stuff and all these weird contraptions in their garden to make their stuff grow, nobody's asking the real question. How much money are you spending on feed, water, and all the rest of the things that you put in that ground to make your trees and vegetables grow? And I'm just so old school. My trees, I don't care if they grow slow. I just want them to grow naturally. You know, I'm not into all that new fandangle stuff. And I know it's better. And I'm just old school. But I just don't see putting in all that work and spending all that money. I like letting nature handle my garden. My garden don't look nothing like everybody else's garden. Everybody's look great. Mine don't, mine just be hitting. Mine feeds me because I don't get into all of that stuff. People like, you need a soil tester, you need a water tester, you need a this, you need a that, you need to test your soil. Ain't never did it, probably never will. Because that's the part of me that I feel like some people get so far removed away from actually growing their garden. They're more interested in the gadgets and the tricks and trying to force their plants or force their trees to grow. But you don't realize it's no different than a child. When you force a kid to grow up too fast, what happens? Right? Say this is a little 8-year-old girl, but mommy might be on drugs. Dad has left the house. So that little 8-year-old girl now got to take care of her baby brother because mama is always passed out drunk or high, right? So that little girl becomes an adult very, very, very fast. She doesn't have any more time to be a child and grow properly, grow slow, and learn what a child is supposed to know before an adult is supposed to know. So the next thing you know, you got an adult child, a young lady that's bitter and angry. Guess what else she don't want? She don't want no children of her own because she done that, been there, done that, right? She took care of her little brother. She raised her little brother because mama was always drunk or high or passed out in the next room. That little girl has never been a little girl. Your tree is no different. If you force it to grow up, that tree, oh, it'll do what it's supposed to do right now. But later down the line, it's going to give you the blues. That's how I look at my garden. I look at my garden like I look at my family. My garden feeds me, my family cooks it. I look at that symbiotic relationship. So I treat my garden like I treat my family. Just feed it, take care of it, nurture it, and just be cool. All that force. Hurry up and grow a bunch of pears so I can make a video. Hurry up and grow a bunch of oranges so I can make a video. Hurry up and grow a bunch of doggone persimmons so I can make a video. That part of my YouTube, that's not my YouTube thing right there. A lot of people know me for gardening, but the part that people don't know, I'm not in that YouTube race to make garden videos and make myself look like some kind of garden guru, because I'm not. I just like to grow my own food. All that other stuff, they can miss me with that. Good luck to everybody that do it, but for me, it's not my thing. Let me see. There you go. Flo Smith say, good morning from London. How you doing? Taco 05 say, don't fix it if it's not already broken. Man, people been gardening and farming this way for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And it's just I know technology is good, but if it's working for me, I just don't see no reason to mess that up. Growing our future. Always appreciate you, Led. I'm going to call it a day. All right. Have a nice night, my friend. Sabrina, Suburban Garden, and Toxins. Stanley Gregg said, you taught me so much, Led. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for that. I thank you for just hanging out with me. Troy Hill, stand up with you guys. Got you. Alpha Hoss says, Led Farmer 73. Guess what old school is proven and long lasting? You have old school stuff still in function today that will outlast new school all day, every day. I love technology. I love it. But I never forget my roots. And I think in all things that we do these days, we embrace technology and forget our roots. There are people watching me now. If it's 160 something people watching right now, I can guarantee you one thing. It's at least 100 people that can't remember nobody's phone number. Nobody's phone number. Me and my wife just had a whole sit-down family talk. We was just talking with me and my baby boy, and we was telling him how we had to grow up, the things that we did, like going to the mall, what it took to go to the mall, catching the bus, getting a transfer, being back at the bus before, the lineup, the last bus run, being at the bus stop, at the right bus stop, at the right time, because it's going to take you to XYZ. We told him all of this stuff. And we also told him about certain things. Wait a minute. Sludge battery or anaerobic electric microbe cultures explains the source of electricity in the soil. I keep it simple. Right plant, right place, and crop protection, chicken wire. There you go. Stanley, my kids will grow from you. Thank you so much, my friend. Don P. Last weekend in Northern California made me think about Led Farmer 73. Corner 2K. Corner what? 2K solar and gas generators, solar panels, etc. Did you test to use Led? I failed. Awakening, not again. I missed something, my friend. I missed something. Stanley Gregg, hold up. Wait a minute, Flo Smith. You can hurry up. You can't hurry Mother Nature. Amen. Let me see. Thank you, Stanley Gregg. Each one teach one garden. Say gardening takes time and patience. And that's what it teaches you most of all. Let me see. How many people in here know how to use a rotary phone? Exactly. I see my son trying to do that. Now, we were telling my son about how we had to call each other, and all we went so old school on everything. And we was telling my son about us. There was, you had a little black book, and these kids don't even, he was like, what is that? That's your own little personal phone book that you kept in your back pocket. Now, depending on where you're from too, right? Depending on where you're from, your little black book was your important numbers. Sometimes you scribbled some note you need in there. And then you also had certain things depending on where you're from. You also had a bus schedule in your pocket. If you from up north, in one of the big cities, everybody had a bus schedule in their pocket. Everybody had you might have a bus transfer in your pocket. You had stuff with you, and you remember every last phone number in your life. If you was just you might have to open up your little black book, and it was smaller than this. Mine was about this big. I kid you not. If it wasn't this big as this black piece right here, it might have been this big. I'm going to give it this big. And you go through that just like this. I'm looking for Daryl's number or your job's number. You want to call off. That's how you did it. But you know the number, you might be off if you try to dial it and it boop, 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 the number you have dialed. 4, 5, 6. If that happens, that's when you open up your little book. But for the most part, we had to remember everything flawlessly. You cannot falter. You cannot not remember. This girl that you just got the number from in the mall might end up being your wife. You don't forget that number, and she was fine. You don't forget that number, right? Okay, a job interview. They want you to start today. Okay, call this number. All right, 770. You better remember that number. Nobody in here can remember numbers. I bet you can't. All them numbers you got in your phone, you got over 100 personal numbers in your phone for all the people and things you need to take care of. You don't even know. I bet you when you go get a new cell phone, they'll be like, what's your number? You ever been somewhere and somebody said, okay, what's your phone number? 803 something. Everything, even the money, the change you got in your wallet, in your pocket numbers come up in your brain, not your phone number, because you got to think about your own damn phone number half the time, let alone anybody else's. That was a superpower that we had, that we let go. You know why we let go of that? Because we let go of our traditional way to survive, and now we embraced technology so much that we shouldn't have let go of that. We should have brought that along with us for the ride, but this technology is nice. That was my whole point. I don't get rid of my old school skillful ways of surviving just because technology has made it a little bit more fun and convenient. That's a recipe for disaster. Sunday said the little black books was like a Bible. Amen. Yes, they were, because it could make or take your life if you don't got it, right? Now, you right about that. Let me see. Imagine dialing mobile numbers on a rotary phone. Say, I remember phone numbers from my childhood, but not since my age of cell phones. Right. And coins for the payphone. You better have them coins thank you for that. You got to have that bus schedule. You got to have your little black book. You got to have your wallet, and ladies got to have their purse. And then you better have enough change to put in that. Hey, you know how I met my wife? I literally had to tell her, because I didn't have no, listen, my mama had a phone. I met my wife, I live by myself. I had to go around the corner where this gang, I ain't gonna mention their name, they might be watching me. I had to basically get a pass. Now, this my hood, these my people. But if the right ones wasn't there, I had to kind of ask, can I use this payphone? Because that was their corner. I know that sounds ridiculous, even still to this day, but that's how it was. And I used to have to put that coin, don't pull out no dollar bills on that corner. That's in any payphone. Don't pull out no big money in no phone booth or buy no payphone. You getting a gun in your ribs, son. So I would call my wife from a dirty corner store, and this goes out to anybody from Toledo, Ohio, on the corner of Belmont and Junction, if you know where that is, on the corner of Belmont and Junction. That's where I used to call my wife from. Hey, hey, baby, how you doing? Yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be over there. You gonna have her? All right now. All right, yeah, love you too. Okay. Before she was my wife, that's how I courted my wife, on that raggedy ass, dirty, stinking phone. And it was an ice machine right next to it, right? And people the gangsters and the dope dealers, they standing on the corner doing their business. They trapping. They're not going home to doo-doo. They ain't going home to pee. Because they look at it, I'm about to miss a sale. What do? They poop and pee right there between the building and the ice machine. And guess where the phone is? Right here. So while you trying to talk on the phone, you hoping you don't get jacked. You hoping one of these gangsters don't turn on you and know that you represent. You better have on the right color clothing, and you standing by a big pile of boo-boo with flies on it at night. Who knew flies is woke at night? That's some potent and doo-doo. That street light is shining on you and you trying not to get killed, but you also need to that's how much I love my wife. I was risking my life on that corner at a payphone, and I got a pocket full of quarters like I'm heading to the arcade. Cause that phone only lasted so long. You have 5 minutes. That's what that payphone starts saying in I'm gonna say, the mid 80s. You couldn't talk all day on that quarter no more. That mug was like, you have 3 minutes. God. Hey, look, hey, we got our point across quick, didn't we? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, this is me. What's doing? All right, I'm on my way over there. I got this much money. You got the paperwork. Okay, got you. You have 1 minute. Girl, what? Okay, love you. Yep, had that on. Yep, I'll meet you there. Peace. And it'll hang you up. You got to put in don't be talking about nothing important. Man, listen, look, I got your money, bruh. I got your money. Look, do me a favor. Look. I know please, don't break my thumbs. I got your money. Please just give me 2 more days. Hello? Big Bobby? Big Bobby. Oh. Hey, man, can I get a quarter? Can I get a quarter, man? I'll give it back to you, I swear. Please, man. This is life and death. Life and death. You know? You put that quarter in there. Oh, God. Oh, the line is busy. Oh, then you got to hurry up. There was a trick to that payphone. Hurry up, hang it up. Quarter dropped down. Some of them dropped down real slow. It took a minute. Some of them dropped fast. Pick it up. Put it back in. It's ringing. It's ringing. It's ringing. You don't know who you talking to. It's ringing. Big Bob. Hey, man. Listen, man. Man, didn't you look? You used to date my sister, man. Give me till Wednesday, man, please. And I promise. I won't mess this up this time, okay? Just 2 days. 2 days and you have your money. Okay? You have 1 minute. I gotta go. But I gotta go get your money. And the phone about to hang up. I love you, man. I mean, not like that, but you know. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Shit. You know how many times I've been on a phone call like that? You better get your point across. It'll save or take your life. Quick. So we was telling our son our old school ways of surviving, which back then is just life. Now, could you see yourself? The only way you can communicate with people is walk about 3 or 4 blocks to the nearest payphone to call somebody and say, hey, what you doing? We did that. Remember? We'll sit there and call it. Because most of my calls, my fiance, I can call it back then. Smell the phone first. You got to look at the phone. Don't put that on your face. If anybody as old as me, you didn't pick up no payphone to put that directly on your head. You do this. You look at it, see, because some people will wipe doo-doo on the phone for tricks. For tricks. Kids, grown folks, you know, you might grab a phone and you just grabbed on somebody's old sandwich, if you get what I'm saying. Like, oh, this mug right here. So you got to check that phone. Look in the corner, look around you, make sure you ain't about to get jacked. You never face the phone while you talking. Hello, hey, girl, what's up? It sound like you chilling, but you ain't. You on point. You hear me? You like it? Yeah. Hold on. Hey. Oh, I thought they was about to start shooting. Yeah. Like I said, you know I love you, girl. You too? Okay. Yeah. That's how you did it. That's how you did it, man. It wasn't safe. Wasn't no cell phones. My hood, everybody ain't had no phone. We used to have to go to other people's house to use the phone. Not in my family, but at certain ages, everybody didn't have no phone. My wife was just telling me my family only had black and white TV. So that was tripping my son out. He's like, what? What is a black and white TV? Oh, Lord, that's a whole nother story. We'll tell you that over the weekend. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. I dipped off into my own little world. So, I'm going to let y'all go. We all been tripping too. We've been in here for over 2 hours. So tomorrow I'll make sure that I get the diesel heater video out and I'm going to do it live. And then I'm going to put out the video of the other mountable diesel heater. And I'll show you that. That's going to be in a video. And then I also want to introduce you to this Van Powers solar generator. It's a bad boy. So, all right. Everybody have a wonderful night. Left Farmer 73. I'm still woke. I'm wide woke. This is crazy to me. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm wide awake. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready to work. So all I gotta do tomorrow is fill it with the fuel and crank him up. All right, Left Farmer 73. I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me in my nocturnal ways. Thank you. This new way of eating is tearing me apart. It's tearing me apart, baby. So thank you. I will say this before I leave. Family, if you know you ain't eating healthy, if you know you ain't healthy, you ain't alone. Please get your health right. If you getting close to your 50s, you in them 40s, you know you ain't living right. you know you ain't alone. If you need some help or you just need somebody to go on with you, eat like you got some sense with you, I'm here with you. Please. This food that's in these stores is taking us out. And it's not what people think. You know, when I was a nurse, I didn't see too many young people die of heart attacks. I seen young people die from things like diabetes. You know, that slow type of death. It messes you all up on the inside. That sugar mess. I'm talking about table sugar. Anything that converts to sugar, that sugar messes us up. Do me a favor. Please go look at some videos and TED Talks and listen to some of these doctors on YouTube tell you about what sugar do to your body, what it really do to your body. If you learn what sugar do to your body, it ain't, you know what? It ain't necessarily all the additives. The additives, Ross, they bad, but they ain't worse than that sugar. It's that sugar. That sugar sends our bodies into a whirlwind. You know, when I was a kid, I'm gonna say it before I go. When I was a kid, it wasn't too many fat kids. It wasn't too many fat kids. When you had a fat kid, when you seen a fat kid, it might be one in the whole neighborhood, one or two in the whole school, right? Remember, even on the show, What's Happening? Rerun, right? They made fun of him because that ain't nothing you seen all the time. Bookman on a Good Time. That ain't nothing you just normally see. And now all of our children are, man, look, that's why I said I stopped watching TikToksic. That's my new word for I'ma stop calling it TikTok. I stopped watching TikToksic because you might scroll past somebody twerking and it's not a grown woman. This is a child. This child done got so big and the sugar done messed their bodies up so much you think you watching an adult, and that'll make you look like a freak, right? That sugar making some of these little 11, 12-year-old kids look like the Notorious B.I.G. And they only 12 years old. You know? That's right, Flo. That's right. But now it's everywhere. And you got to ask yourself, think about this. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with each other. Everybody ain't greedy. Like, to look at me, you think I just never stop eating. Me and my wife talk about this all the time. To look at me, my wife know my eating habits. It ain't that everybody is greedy and compulsive eaters. It's that sugar. If you like sweets, or if you like sugar in your cereal, sugar in your oatmeal, sugar in this, sugar in that, sugar in your coffee, sugar in your tea, man, it's that sugar that blows you up. It just affects different people different ways. Like that sugar, even though a person with a high metabolism might not get obese or fat and out of shape, you know what they do? They get diabetes. They could look good, healthy, strong, be all crumbled up in the guts. I done zipped up a bunch of bags like that. I'm not even lying. In my life, in my career, I zipped up a lot of bags of people that didn't look like nothing was wrong with them. Say sugar does the body what drugs do to the body. It's an addiction. I just got through with withdrawals. I can't, you see how I'm not clear. My brain ain't clear. I keep doing this. That fog. And today I'm just coming out of it. I couldn't remember nothing. Right, even slim people get diabetes and sugar and all it, so that inflammation just turns your guts into putty. Yes, it is, Reba. Yes, it is. It's a legal drug. To me, sugar is like alcohol. Sugar is like, no, it's worse than alcohol because you gotta be of age. See, that's the thing with sugar. With alcohol, you gotta be a certain age to purchase it. You only can get so much. It's expensive. Sugar is the cheapest thing in the whole store. Sometimes sugar is cheaper than flour. Go figure. Why? Think about that. Think about the process. If you've ever watched the process of wheat versus the process of sugar, have anybody ever seen those two processes? It takes nothing to process wheat and grains. Nothing. Because what you really eating is the raw grain itself. It doesn't need too much production to it. The biggest thing about processing wheats and grains is the harvest. Have you ever watched the you have to wean yourself off sugar. I don't have sugar in my tea, etc. Divorce with biscuits. Right. I didn't wean myself off. That's why I was having so much trouble. I went cold turkey, like a junkie, like Pookie. And I'm telling you, it's bad news. Sugar can be fed to our babies. Right. You can feed that and get them addicted. That's why you think some of these kids bad. Don't get their way, they go tearing up stuff. Just think what, if sugar rots your teeth, just think what it does to your insides and your bone. There you go. Brandy Monica, you know what, normally I kind of move those titles out of different shows and channels and stuff, but I'm going to let that sit. She said, you throw up watching that documentary on sugar. I think that's the one I seen. I'm gonna take that away, Rules, just because of that word, but you're right. Dark chocolate and blueberries, yes. So you can't have honey either. No. Me, see, you can do whatever you want to do. Honey doesn't spike the glucose level as much as sugar do. But still, it's just everything in moderation. If I'm going to sweeten something, it's going to be monk fruit. Listen, let me tell you something. I hate monk fruit. I hate stevia. I ain't going to lie to you. I grow stevia, hate the taste of it, and I hate monk fruit. Let me see. Led, I think you just helped me remember you and ATL. What you helping a senior citizen at GHS? What part of what you talking about in Atlanta? When I lived in Atlanta, you think you know me? Remind me. Let me know. I got you, Brandy. I got you. Miss 1204 said, I read an article a few weeks ago where a doctor was calling dementia diabetes 3. I don't know nothing about it, but nothing surprises me anymore. So as far as my friend, what's your name? Cece Marie, I left the sugar alone. Now, if you go back in my videos 2 years ago, go back in my videos 2 years ago before I picked this, I lost 100 pounds and I found 50. Okay? I lost 100, almost 100, and I end up finding 50. So that's what I'm trying to get rid of. That's why I keep saying my 50 by 50 mean I'm trying to lose 50 pounds before the time I'm 50. I got till April. So the middle of April. And I can't play no more with that. And it ain't just for because it's cute to say. It's because, man, I got to do better than that. I will be growing stevia this year. I have to go cold turkey on the sugar. I had to. Listen, I literally did not say I'm going to start Monday. I didn't say I'm going to start at the first of the year. None of that. I just started. It just so happened to be the first of the year. But before that, days before that, I was chilling. But no. Just start. I can't tell nobody what to do, but I'm just telling you. And this is how I do stuff. I'm just going to do it. I don't make a whole bunch of plans what I'm going to do and how I'm going to just get started. That's me. Just like in my garden. Just go do it. Don't be like, on Tuesday, I'm going to just do it now. Just get it over with. So that's what I did. Thank you, CC. Just do it. Listen, I don't know how old everybody is, your age and stuff. Me personally, I'm about to be 50, and I can't keep eating like I'm 5. That's my problem. At Grady Hospital, I've never worked at Grady. No, I've never worked at Grady Hospital. Matter of fact, I didn't work at no hospital in Atlanta at all. I was a truck driver in Atlanta. And I worked for Shaw Carpet. Let me see. Tammy said, I hear you and definitely need to start and stay on task. Stress gets me tough. Let me tell you something. You know what? That's a good one. Who? Michael Shaw said, I work for Shaw too. Michael Shaw. So you right outside, I can't even remember that little town, right outside of Cartersville? Michael Shaw? Or you just saying that because that's your name? I believe it. They say I got a couple doppelgangers everywhere. I do high intensity plus weights and stretches. Ain't got a choice. I got you, Flo. But for me, what works for me, I can't speak for nobody else. It's just the eating part. I don't even have to do all of that. If you go back in my videos about 2 years ago, look, that's not my son, that's me in that video. In all them videos, that's me. The little bitty head and the little body, that's me. And I didn't do nothing crazy, no strenuous exercises and all that, elliptical and all. I didn't need to go for a walk and eat right. And you'll see, go back and look. 2 years ago video. Let me see if I can even find. I'm going to try to find one for you. Just so I can let me see. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm trying to think which video. Oh, I'm going to be here for all day. I went back 3 years. Hold on. And then it took me this long to put this meat back on my back. I think I went back too far. Okay. I'm going to pause that right there and I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to be able to show you. Okay. That's all right. I'm going to just show you this real quick, just so you get an idea what I'm talking about. Okay. This is just one of many. I ain't even at my smallest here, or my healthiest for that matter. I don't know if you can see that. My whole body. You see my that's just from walking and eating right. Hold on. Let me go. I just seen. Oh, I went the wrong way. That what you wasn't supposed to see that. Oh, that was short. Oh, that's a 2-minute video. But you get the gist, okay? That was just 2 years ago. It make you look older. The weight makes you look older and everything. So, I'm only 50 years old. So that changes everything. Let me see if I can, because that's the kind of stuff that I know for a fact. I know how it works and I know how to make it work. You just got to be ready to do the work. Why am I on the toilet? Ah, here you go. Perfect. A good one. That's just 2 years ago. That dude's stupid. So the thing is this. I know what works for me. You have to find what works for you. Every different regimen and all that mumbo jumbo, is you on the keto, is you on the California diet, are you on all that, the Atkins and all that other garbage. Do what works for you. Don't just stick to no fads. I didn't do none of that crap. Just cut that sugar and things that turn into sugar. I cut that out of my life. Bread, wheats, oats, all that crap. And once I was at a decent weight, a target weight, I just maintained. See, this the problem I had where I found my 50 back. The problem I had was you start feeling invincible because you look invincible, you feel invincible. So hey, what is a donut gonna do, right? What is a burger gonna do? One burger ain't gonna hurt you. You keep that up, and then you end up 2 years later back where you started from almost. So cut that cold turkey. Yep, cut that bread, sugar, wheats, rice, and how many people rice was my vice. I love rice with everything. I love oatmeal. I got tons of oatmeal sitting right there that I gotta go finish putting in Mylar bags. Just in case, but I can't just eat it. Potatoes, fries, mashed. I don't care if sliced, diced, raw, and I ain't talking about sweet potato. I'm talking about straight white potatoes. Is to me with some butter. Let me tell you something. I'm glad I'm not in no gang. I'm glad I'm not in the mob. You know why? Because it wouldn't take nothing for me to start singing. If they was like, where were you on the night of the 15th? Where was you and Fat Tony on the night of the 16th? They say you committed this murder. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. I don't know, man. Where my lawyer at? You ain't gonna sit here and have me, man. I don't know why you keep asking me these questions. You can ask me as long as you want to. I ain't answering nothing because I don't know what you're talking about. Then they bring in a piping hot plate of mac and cheese. You've been interrogated for 24 hours. You ain't had no sleep. You ain't had no water. And you ain't had no food. They bring in a bubbling pot of mac and cheese. Let me tell you something. I will be singing like Luther on everybody. You know that everybody was talking about that case with that one rapper. I ain't gonna say his name because I never liked him no way. But his name is something Thug. Don't say his name. You know what I'm saying? Everybody interested in that case that's going on with him is supposed to be real serious, right? Real huge. They done some terrible stuff, right? This one dude they said ratted them out, right? One of their own rapper friends in they same little clique ratted them out. They done let that little dude out of jail. Now he walking around trying to still make records. And the rest of his whole crew is in prison about to do some time, right? Okay. I bet you they didn't like, you want to go to jail? You want to go in there? Hey, Big Bubba is going to be your cellmate. No, that he ain't worried about that. He from the projects. He could care less about any jail life. His life was jail. That's why another understanding of people don't understand that the reason why people don't care about going to jail because their life is jail already. The only difference between them being out here and being in there is they really ain't got, permission to go everywhere. But when you're broke, you ain't going nowhere any damn way, right? Half the stuff happened to you out in these projects and these streets happened to you in prison. It ain't nothing new. But that's not what scared that boy. You know what scared that boy to start singing? Mac and cheese. Come on. Who killed him? Was it you? No, it wasn't me. Who was it? Was it your buddy? No, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Just look, man, call my lawyer, man. Come on, leave me alone, man. Why y'all picking on me, man? You hungry? Let's take a step back. You don't look like the murdering type. Cause I'm not, man. I'm not. I know. You don't look like a murderer. You don't sound like a murderer. Are you thirsty? I could use something to drink. I've been talking all night. You hungry? Oh man, I think I could eat something. Yeah, I ain't ate since I got in here, since y'all locked me up in here. I ain't nothing. Oh. And then what do the detective do? This the detective, look. They watching through that window. Well, it's okay. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take a step back. We're gonna give you a little something to drink, okay? Here you go. And I don't know why they start. Look, every thief in the detective, they start holding the water bottle like a baby. They start reverting back to baby. Like that Baba. That's your Baba. I don't know nothing, man. Oh, I understand. I understand you don't. Next thing you know, sir, your mac and cheese. Oh, thank you, Detective Jones. Thank you. Would you like some mac and cheese? Oh. Soon as you see that face that he make when he see that mac and cheese, it's a done deal. He about to sing. Oh. Yeah, please, can I? Yeah. Well, you can have that mac and cheese. Look, and he take the water from you. You can have that water back. Just tell us who did it. Look, man, just let me taste the mac. No, you can't taste the damn mac and cheese till you tell us who did it. Look, man, look. I'm a level with you, man. I was there, okay? I didn't pull the trigger. It was between either Bobby or Johnny. I don't know. Who had the gun? Bobby had the gun. Bobby had the gun. So how do you don't know? Man, they're going to kill me, man. They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. Can I get some mac and cheese yet? Mac and cheese for me. Don't put me in the chair, and that's how much I was addicted to mac and cheese. Don't put me in the chair interrogating me, and you got a bubbling hot bowl of mac and cheese with some bacon bit crumbles on it. Shit, I'm telling on everybody. I'm going to even start telling about stuff I did in grade school and nobody caught me. I'm telling on myself. I'm telling on mommy was kissing Santa Claus. I'm telling on every damn body. I'm telling on everybody. Shit. Wow, mommy's kissing Santa Claus, and I'm going to tell my daddy. I'm telling on everybody. This ain't no song until I get some mac and cheese. I'm singing on everybody. Tell me. You kidding me? So, yeah, that's my toxic poison. That's the one. You got mashed potatoes. You got mashed potatoes. I got mac and cheese. Yeah, don't throw them bacon bit crumbles on there fresh, too. You done fried them up yourself and broke them down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, buddy. You talking about mad addiction right now. That is mad addiction. And we all just won't admit it to ourselves. You ain't got to admit it to nobody else, but you know what you do. And some people don't even know that the potatoes and the rice and the beans and the pasta will turn into the same equivalent sugar as just grabbing a bunch of tablespoons of white sugar and just throwing them on top of your cornflakes. Tater tots, all that. We've been in here so long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I took y'all to the first 48. I'm sorry about that. Listen, everybody, have a wonderful night, please. And I think I'm gonna finish this. Then I'm gonna try to go to bed so I can do this video in the morning. I see y'all tomorrow, and I'll be on my other channel, and we're gonna chop it up over there too. So everybody have a wonderful night. Matter of fact, on my other channel, I'm going to be talking about this subject again. I know people don't want to hear it, but the people that need to hear it and want to hear it will hear it. So, all right. Everybody have a wonderful night. Live Home 73, and thank you for stopping by Hood Tech Institute. I love you, and I'm out.